Iron Maiden just played the final show of the European leg of the Future Past Tour, and it was nothing like I expected it to be.
After standing by the stage for more than 6 hours to not lose my spot up front, when the time for the show came, I realized that I simply don't know what to expect from it. I mean, for months I rewatched dozens of Maiden shows and imagined myself finally being part of it once again, and yet when the time has come, I was simply lost and realized I might not actually be prepared for it enough. For that one show, I actually left my camera behind, put everything aside, and instead of taking pretty pictures from the pit, decided to just enjoy it as a fan, jumping and screaming every word of every song from the top of my lungs, along with thousands of metal fans from all over the world, and it was absolutely worth it. Since in the last couple of months we did quite a bunch of episodes dedicated to the set list and the band's overall form, and I promise that I will discuss this concert in a very detailed report, including the crowd, Maiden's overall form and their attitude on stage, some of the stage decoration details which I simply could not notice from the YouTube videos before, and much more. But in this short video, which I'm recording right after the show, as you can hear from my voice, I just want to point out something which has struck me personally the most. It is the atmosphere between the boys on stage. As yes, maybe because it was a very emotional show for me personally, but I felt like the energy between the bandmates during this tour, and specifically the Wacken show, was on an absolutely another level. Every band member seemed to have simply an abnormal amount of fun running around the stage and goofing around as if trying to soak in every moment they have with their fans, and what is most importantly, they have with each other. I honestly don't remember the band being so cohesive, despite of course having some minor mistakes, which, I mean, it's a live show and those things happen. But I still don't remember them being so visually happy and interacting with each other on such a level for many years now. And while we already spoke about how Bruce Dickinson seems to be simply enjoying himself much more than usual, I actually felt the same by looking at every band member, including such perfectionists as Steve Harris and even Adrian Smith. Love both the band and the crowd, of course, have showed to nobody else but Nicko McBrain, who, as we all know, revealed that he had a stroke just before the start of the Future Past Tour and has still been giving his best to his loyal fan base. And with all honesty, chanting Nicko Nicko with thousands of Iron Maiden fans just once again showed that our metal family goes far beyond simply enjoying your favorite music. It is a family which supports, loves, and looks out for one another. And this feeling of unity and a huge care for each other has been the most prevailing at Iron Maiden's final gig of the European leg of the Future Past Tour on stage. As the band, which has set a very ambitious goal in front of themselves, was able to push through and do it despite all of the obstacles, once again proving that this is why they are among the best bands to ever walk the earth.
But yes, I finally did witness Iron Maiden paying justice to my favorite Maiden album, and it was incredible. And I promise you that I will record a very special and long episode about this show in particular and release several episodes from this trip to Wacken. But once again, I'm just reminding you guys that the whole reason as per why am I here, in addition to of course provide you quite a lot of heavy metal content, is to fundraise for medical equipment for civilians in one of the deoccupied regions in Ukraine. I will be buying those supplies in two different batches, and first one I'll be driving back home right away straight after Wacken, and the second one will be purchased in just a couple of weeks. So if you haven't yet, I encourage each and every one of you to please check out metalpilgrim.net/Wacken and help me show the entire world that metalheads are one of the most caring and loving communities out there. We will prevail. Slava Ukraini!